What's up, everyone? It's Johnny here with Tell a Friend, and I want to thank you all for coming out and checking out these Message Mondays. And today I got a new message for you called Disconnect and Unplug. But hey, once again, thank you guys for watching these videos. And hey, you know, recently I just came back from California, and I had a great time. I visited Connie out there, and you know, as I was flying, I heard the stewardess say, and I've heard it many times. I think you probably all heard the same thing. You know. When they're doing the safety briefs, she said, you know, put the oxygen mask on your face first before you're helping others, right? Now, I've heard this analogy used in preachings and messages and over and over again, you know, but for some reason, this day really affected me, and I thought about it a whole lot. And you know, as I was thinking about the next message for the Message Monday, I was thinking, man, you know, I often get so connected, and I'm trying to reach other people. I'm trying to help and run here and run there, and you know, I just sometimes I need to disconnect and unplug. Have you ever been there? Like, you need to just disconnect and unplug. See, that word disconnect and unplug has so much meaning today that it did way back like in the 80s when I was growing up, right? Because today we're connected to everything, to our phones, computers, you know, everything. Our iPhones, you know, whatever, iPads. Back in the day when I was growing up, you know, only thing you're plugged into is your TV, and maybe if you had a VCR, if you were lucky. But you know, I was just thinking about this. I'm running around trying to build relationships and visiting people, and you know, naturally we like to be connected to people. Matter of fact, the only way we're gonna build relationships is being with people, right? But you know, sometimes, as that stewardess said, you have to put on that oxygen mask before you can help others. And I thought about that, man, that's like a light. Like I said, I've heard this analogy used many times, but for me personally, this day, it just like hit me with a ton of bricks, right? I'm running around, I wanna do this, I wanna do that, help this person, help that person, go here, go there. And I often forget to take time for myself, right? I mean, it's true, I think many of you do the same thing. We run around, we're just trying to do so many things at once. You know, time is short. You want to take advantage of the daylight or whatever. But today I want to tell you, if you don't take time to disconnect and unplug from your phones, from this world, from society, and take time for yourself, some personal time for yourself. Now I know, you know, like, hey, I ain't no psychology major, but and most people do not like to like disconnect from people, right? But you know, sometimes you need to disconnect and unplug from what you're doing. You know, thinking about this in the Bible term, Jesus, he often disconnected and unplugged. You say, what? Yeah, if you look at it, before he walked on water, do you know what he did? He went to pray with the Father. Before he was crucified, what did he do? He disconnected and unplugged and went to pray with the Father, you know? And something very important in Matthew 6, in the parable, it talks about how when you go pray, you pray to the Father, go to the closet, close the door, right? And the Father who sees in secret will reward you openly. So listen, sometimes you have to go out and get away from the hustle and bustle. Like I said, I know it's not the popular thing to do nowadays. You know, it's always more connection. But listen, sometimes in order to become more connected with your family, sometimes you have to disconnect, refocus, and reboot, right? So when I was doing this topic, I was thinking, what could be the name of the topic that I'm gonna share today, right? And it was disconnect and unplug or reboot, right? And you know when you turn your computer off and it blacks out and it restarts again and it comes on fresh, all the apps are gone? Well, that's kind of like the body, right? Sometimes you have to disconnect from what you're doing, what you're going through, right? You're running around, you got so much things in your mind. Just disconnect from the world for just a day. Just get away. And just like that, you can get a closer relationship with our Father, right? So what I want you to do, and what I'm doing on this Message Monday, is disconnecting with the world and coming more closer with Jesus. I'm praying more, I'm seeking him more, and I want a closer relationship. At the end of the day, I want a closer relationship with Jesus. That's what I want. And that's what I want for you, to have a closer relationship with Jesus. And the only way you're going to be able to do that, one, is to connect with Jesus more on an intimate level. Start seeking his face. Start getting away from what's kind of holding you back. And when you do that, God will bless you. God will lift you up. Hey, listen, I love you guys. Don't forget, disconnect, unplug, seek Jesus. And when you're unplugging, seek him in prayer. Seek Jesus in prayer, and he will bless you. I love you guys. And don't forget to tell a friend. See ya.